Patrocínio Sebrae, a força do empreendedor brasileiro. Apoio Governo do Estado do Ceará. Novas ideias, novas conquistas.
Imagine duas pessoas, uma contaminada pelo coronavírus e outra saudável. Se a pessoa com Covid não usa máscara e espirra perto da outra também sem máscara, a chance de transmissão é muito alta. Se pelo menos uma delas usar, a chance já seria menor. E com os dois usando, aí seria muito baixa. Se sair, use sua máscara, cobrindo bem nariz e boca. E mantenha o distanciamento. Faça sua parte.
Ceará. Terra das belezas, natureza, turismo. Terra também de grandes riquezas. Foi percebendo tudo isso que surgiu o primeiro veículo de oportunidades do Ceará. Uma multiplataforma completa para quem quer investir ou para quem precisa de investidor. A proposta é conectar grandes negócios, com análises dos cenários, tendências de mercado, mineração de dados, coberturas especiais. Tudo com acompanhamento de especialistas renomados no mercado. Um novo cenário está surgindo no mercado, com inúmeras possibilidades. Você precisa conhecer. Conheça Trends CE, a sua melhor oportunidade de negócios.
So COVID-19 essentially shut down the economy. Businesses had to shut down, people had to go home, and people have learned now to be separated by 2 meters apart. Businesses are reopening. Unfortunately, as they reopen, the very businesses that were effective and efficient in the past are no longer efficient because of the extra space that is needed for people to do business. So in order to do business today with COVID-19, we have to think about solutions which are not 2 meters apart, but solutions which are beyond 2 meters apart. Solutions that allow you to get closer to be able to do what you want to do. We have to open businesses, we got to get them started, we got to get people working, we got to get people to have salaries, and we need people to start spending money. We have to teach everybody how to get out there and do it safely. There are solutions out there already in China, the solutions in Italy, the solutions in the US, and the solutions that we need to implement here in Ceará also. COVID-19 is not going to go away for the next 2 years. Even if we do find ways to open up, we'll have to figure out a way to do this in ways that will require pivots in your business models, pivots in your channels, because the demand for your products and services has gone down because customers have gone away. And now you will have to go to the customers. We are about to enter a fantastic period of business opportunity called the at-home revolution. How can you get to customers wherever they are? Make yourself available and accessible, that you are open for business, and how do you get delivery systems to make sure that those products and services can come to your house. So first and foremost, we all have to adapt or we're going to die. So anybody who is not willing to adapt is going to suffer some very dire consequences during this COVID-19 world. So you have to change. Now the cost of changing doesn't have to be that high. You can figure out ways of innovating, doing things differently than what you did before, that creates value for you without necessarily spending lots of money. There are many solutions for each problem that you're trying to address. Find solutions which are the lowest cost. Find solutions that you can find partners who can help you actually implement them for you, and then you can pay them with some new business model. Find business models where maybe 10 of you in the same situation get together and find one vendor and negotiate pricing with them. There is no reason to believe that you can't innovate even in a crisis or innovate at a time when money is short. You can go talk to customers, and you can talk to suppliers, and you can talk to partners, and they'll all be there to help you, especially at this very moment where we all know we need to help each other, and it's an ecosystem that's going to make us succeed. Small companies are innovating, and they innovate by doing things that they didn't do yesterday, which is different today. So innovation doesn't have to be really big and breakthrough. It can be small things that you can add to the system. What does it cost for you to start advertising on Facebook and on Instagram? How hard is that? Because you can ask your nephew or your son to help you do that, or your daughter. Similarly, how hard is it for you to find a partner like Uber Eats or some other place so that they can help you with delivery systems? All you got to find is a way to deliver. So the good news for everybody today is there are partners who can help you solve problems that you don't have to actually create and create a solution from it. You don't need any of that. Just find people who can help you and then go talk to them and say, please help me. And more than likely, they have an approach that may be affordable for you and think win-win. So if you look around, I mean, we already never heard of Zoom a year ago, and today Zoom is everywhere. If you ask all the teachers in all the grade schools and high schools around the world that would they ever teach the students through Google Classrooms or through a Google Meet or through a Zoom, they would have said no way. The only way to teach kids is through a whiteboard. Today, every teacher around the world is using Google Classrooms and Zoom to teach. How did that happen? Because we were forced to. So today, all of us are now ready finally to use digital, and any digital tools that will help you do your work better, faster, quicker, or cheaper is going to be highly valued. Restaurants are looking for software to do payment systems, to put the menu on the internet, to be able to do scheduling. Barber stores and hairdressers and fingernail salons are looking for things that they can schedule and make sure people are not waiting outside. Digital is here, and anything that digital can be used is a big opportunity. This is the time. Whenever there's a crisis like this, all the laggards who are basically resisting the change are now going to say, hey, I have to change. For the first time, you don't have to force people to change. They will change because they know if they don't change, they will die. Digital is here. If you've got digital solutions, you should be able to get adoption of your solutions much faster than ever before. Change in any organization always starts from the top. So if the CEO is unwilling to change, then it's highly unlikely that the company will change. From the bottom up, you can push as hard as you want, and you might be able to inform and educate your CEOs. But change begins from you, whoever you are, the CEOs at the top of the company. Number one. Number two, you got to liberate your organization for ideas. Say, what are your ideas for the change? What can you do? How can you contribute? How can you help? And sometimes people will be frozen, they'll be fearful. And what you have to do is basically give them time and space. Whether it's a team which says, we've got an idea for digital delivery, or somebody who has got a solution in terms of how to do a CRM system to get sales going. Let them run. Let them run with it and provide them support and let them experiment. But that's the number one way to do it. And never is there a better time, because many people have time available compared to how busy they used to be before COVID-19. So Trendsera is connecting Sera to the rest of the world. Now, why is that important? We know that today the world is flat. Today the distance between any two cities has got shorter and shorter. What Sera has to be able to do is do it better and faster than any other city in Brazil or any other city in South America, to be able to connect to the intellectual capital, the ideas, the people, the projects, and everything else that makes a vibrant ecosystem. For Sera to be in the middle of the ecosystem of innovation, it needs to connect. That's what Trendsera will do.
Imagine duas pessoas, uma contaminada pelo coronavírus e outra saudável. Se a pessoa com Covid não usa máscara e espirra perto da outra também sem máscara, a chance de transmissão é muito alta. Se pelo menos uma delas usar, a chance já seria menor. E com os dois usando, aí seria muito baixa. Se sair, use sua máscara, cobrindo bem nariz e boca. E mantenha o distanciamento. Faça sua parte.
Patrocínio Sebrae, a força do empreendedor brasileiro. Apoio Governo do Estado do Ceará. Novas ideias, novas conquistas.